Hello, beautiful people. Today I was not able to record with the sound on because my husband was doing a live and we work in the same room. But I started off with hand sanitizing my hands. That's really important. I don't like to touch my face unless my hands are clean. And then I went ahead with the new Melt Blur cream. I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Blur cream. It's really nice. It's like a natural matte finish. It smooths everything out. It's not gripping or anything, but it's a really nice base. And I really wanted to do something creative today, and you could see me trying to sort out my life and figure out what I'm doing. I'm using the new Milk Makeup concealer that they sent over. And I think I end up using the Hydro Grip Gel Tint as well. But I just go on my eyes and around my mouth because it's a little bit dark in that area for me. I'm also filming this with my DJI standing on the table because my regular camera was dead. I'm using shade 4 in the Milk Hydro Grip Gel Tint, if you're wondering. And I'm blending everything out with this e.l.f. brush. Please ignore the mess in my background, please and thank you. Let's not talk about it. I have so much stuff to do and catch up on, but I've been swamped packing orders at the warehouse and my life has been a little bit chaotic, but I love this combo. They obviously work so well together. They're both milk products and they work really nice over the melt as well. Especially since I didn't want to go for something super glowy. I could have went in with the Hydro Grip primer, but I didn't want to be so intensely glowy today. And I'm going in with my e.l.f. Camo liquid contour. I actually like this a lot. It can be a little bit finicky to blend out, but I like the longevity and I really enjoy the tone of this one. I usually go in and blend this out with one of my Sephora brushes, and then I go ahead and alternate between my foundation brush. So I found the brush. Obviously, it was lost in front of me. I'm a hot mess. I have like a whole pile of stuff on my desk. It is chaotic right now. And we're just going to be blending this in. I'll probably fast forward this bit for you. Alright, now I'm going in with the new melt powder called Barely Blushing. I really like this one and I like to take it only over the cheek area and up into the under eye. I feel like this would work even better if you're more medium skin tone, because I feel like on light and super fair this could straight up be a blush, but it does marry so beautifully with whatever blush you kind of put over that area and melt into it. It's a really beautiful powder. I hope that they come out in the future with one that is slightly less pigmented, but I'm applying it with my Unearthly Puff. And then I go in with my Tarte powder in lavender. I really like this one because it kind of tones down if some foundations are too yellow on me and just gives me a nice neutral base, because I am olive, but I feel like lately lots of foundations have just been pulling so yellow, and I'm super fair right now, so that's not usually an issue for me. I'm going in with the Dead Cute blush palette and I'm just going to be applying that onto the cheeks. I'm going in with the lavender shade in the palette. I'd be lying if I told you I knew the tone by heart, like the name of it by heart. I don't. I know I'm terrible. But yeah, I'm just applying that and melting that into the melt powder. Look how pigmented and pretty that color is. That side went on really intensely. So I'm just going over with my powder puff and diffusing that in and melting it all together. I am going to go in with my One Size powder melt eventually as well. Oh wait, not me realizing that I should do my brow gel first. I picked up this Marilia Scott brow gel. This shit is no joke, guys. It is like super glue. I'm wondering if I should continue using it because I realized that because it's so hard and crunchy, I have a bad habit of picking at my brows and trying to peel it off, and I feel like I'm gonna end up browless one day. But I think it is excellent probably for the summer months or going into the pool because I know that it is a water resistant formula. I will say I haven't been having a hard time removing it with like makeup wipes or my cleanser or anything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and melt those products in with my One Size powder melt spray. This is probably one of my favorite products of all of last year that came out. I love this one so much. What am I doing now? We're fanning. You guys are just watching me fan myself, being a mess. All right, I'm also going to go in with a prototype product that I'm really excited to come out with, hopefully for spring, summer. It is a shimmer spray, and it leaves these beautiful glitters on the skin. It's like a duochrome body glitter. I love it so much, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. It's not really something that you could see here on the camera unless I have a flashlight. All right, I'm going in with the Dead Cute palette. Oh, I'm taking the shade Glimmer, what is it? Glitter Gloom. And I'm applying that on my cheekbones. It's such a beautiful iridescent sparkle. It kind of reminds me of the Twilight highlighter, just way more concentrated. It's so beautiful. All right, next I'm taking our white face and body paint. This is from the Made a Monster bundle. I think I am going to put them up for sale individually. We have black, white, pink, and red. I just need to photograph those. So hopefully I could get that done this week. I'm looking for a brush and clearly struggling. You guys will probably see that a lot in this video, especially since I was just recording and thinking that I would clip things down. I'm applying this to the brow bone area. This is one of my favorite ways to use this product. It does set and it is waterproof, so I have to act kind of quick with blending. So I'm just going to take a concealer brush. I think this is one of the Nikki LaRose brushes. It might actually be a Sephora brush. I'm not sure. I have to go back and look. I'll go ahead and try to get everything into the product description down below. And I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. I really want it to at least sit down and record me doing the process, even if it's not like full-on tutorial style. But I guess if I'm walking you through it, it could be considered that. Sometimes when I'm doing my more creative looks, I like to kind of just get lost in the process and not worry about filming, which is why I thought it was really nice to just do this voiceover style and you guys, like, talk you guys through the whole process. All right, so I'm gonna go in with the shade Toxic Doll, and I'm gonna apply that over that white base so that it's really nice and bright. It's not necessary, but I definitely have really been enjoying this accentuated brow bone look. I think with my current hairstyle too, it kind of gives this like modern vintage vibe to the makeup. Next, I'm going to be going in with the shade Cursed Halo. And I'm really going to be applying this kind of in a halo eye style and winging out the edge. I'm going to fast forward this one a bit just because this does take a little bit of finessing, but I still want you guys to see the placement. Alright, next I'm going in with the shade Dollhouse Doom, and I'm kind of going on the edges of that first shade, Cursed Halo, and softening a bit. There's going to be tons of blending and some other shades in between, but I really like the transition of this, and you'd be surprised at how well the blend ends up turning out later on in the video. So here I'm kind of connecting the top of the crease with Dollhouse Doom, but I'm still leaving the lid open and clear for the shimmer that we're going to be applying later. So I'm going in with the shade Coffin Candy and blending that purple shade and diffusing that up into the Toxic Doll shade, which is like that vibrant chartreuse yellow-green shade. And it just creates the most beautiful blend. And I'm not gonna lie, I was also like, damn, that did blend out really good. I got scared there for a moment. And sometimes it's like that when you're doing more creative looks and experimenting with color combinations. So I'm just building up this color and taking it higher and higher and doing it slowly. So I'm going in with the shade Skeletal Sparkle, which is a beautiful topper shade, and it shifts like blue, teal, purpley. It's so dimensional and it looks so beautiful paired over any of the mattes inside of this palette. I love it so much, and it is translucent enough that with the right brush you can use it as a highlight. It would be a very sparkly highlight, but you can use it as a highlight. Next we're going in with the shade Ghosty Glow, and I think this one's really fun because this palette is full of different formulas. So this one's more of like a satiny finish. It's not super sparkly, it's not very opaque. With the highlighter brush you can also use it as a highlighter, which I'll show later on. And I'm just applying that into the inner corner of the eye and carrying that down a bit. I'm going back in with Cursed Halo, and I'm just going to be applying that onto the lower lash line and running that in that area. And I'm just building up the color. And we're going back in with the purple Dollhouse Doom and just like blowing that out even further and kind of connecting the wing we had done earlier. I still wanted to keep the integrity of the initial shape that we laid down, but kind of melt those into each other. I'm then going to go into the shade Porcelain Bruise and blow that out further, kind of connect that down into the blush on the outside of the eye. It just blends it all so beautifully, and this is honestly one of my favorite mattes in this palette, and I think Blueberry is another one, so I'm excited to do another look using the palette. And I'm just going in and melting the Coffin Candy shade and that chartreuse up into each other with that same lighter shade, and just making sure that the blend is nice and seamless. I'm going back in with Ghosty Glow and carrying that over some of that purple, and it looks so cool. It doesn't like get muddy and brown or anything like that, especially since they're on the opposite of the color wheel. Sometimes things like this don't work, but when it comes to sparkles over a shade like that, it usually does. So I'm taking Ghosty Glow and I'm going over that chartreuse and highlighting it with that similar tone, and it just brings the whole thing together. I love my sparkles. I'm sorry. I know I could have left it matte. It did look really good matte as well, but I just love my shimmers. And I'm carrying a little bit of that over the cheekbones as well as my highlight. So I'm melting the original shade we put, Glitter Gloom, and Ghosty Glow, so that there's a little bit of that green tone in there to make it interesting. Alright, I'm taking, I think this is Brunia. It might be Tamarind, but I think it's Brunia, actually. Yeah, that's Brunia. And I'm applying this Glisten lip stain to my lips just as a base. Then I'm gonna take this Silver Kaleidos eyeliner. I really love their eyeliners. They're really fun, and I have so much fun adding them into some of my more creative looks. I really want to do a dark smoky eye with this tone over it, but I am gonna be putting this in my waterline. So I'm just taking this Urban Decay Tube Job mascara that they sent over. It is like a fiber, not a fiber, tubing, obviously. It's a tubing mascara. I've been enjoying it. The length is really nice, and yeah, I have it in white, and I'm excited to play with that one some more. Next, I'm taking some Unearthly lashes in the style Mystic, and I'm just going to be applying those really quick. I went ahead and I removed some of that lip stain, and now I'm going in with the Char lip liner from Unearthly. And then I just top it all off, excuse me, with this Ribbon lip gloss in the shade Soul Kiss. I really enjoy this lip gloss. It's a beautiful cool tone lip gloss. It's like a gray brown taupey shade. It's really beautiful, and the formula is really comfortable. So I wanted to show you a close-up of the final eye look. I hope you guys really like this one. I think I realized shortly after this, oh man, I wanted to use my Marilia Scott Freckle, but I just use it for beauty marks, not for freckles, and it just tied the whole look together. I just wanted to give you guys some close-ups of the finished look. If you guys enjoyed this type of video, please let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I love interacting with you guys down in the comments, so feel free to hang and chat with me there. Bye guys.